and welcome to the first in my Simplifying My Life series. If you saw my video I did, I think last week, I talked about why I am not traveling as much this year. And I think all of us are probably feeling a bit of a reluctance to get out there and travel, given all of the stuff that's going on in the world and the rising prices and yada, yada, yada. There's so many different reasons that perhaps we are feeling the need to spend a little bit more time in our own spaces and maybe trying to make those spaces a little more calm and peaceful. At least that's sort of the trajectory that I am trying to go on. And I thought many of you might be in the same boat. So today we are going to tackle something that I have been wanting to do for several weeks now. Well, basically since I got back from Puerto Rico, and that is to clean out my closets and switch out my clothes from winter to spring and summer, and really get rid of some stuff that I've been hanging on to for a really long time, and I don't really know why. There's probably some sort of emotional attachment to them, but I guess as we go through this stuff, we'll find out. But I thought I'd bring you along. I know this is very different than my typical videos, so we'll see if you enjoy this. I have a whole series that I'm going to be doing, so look forward to more of these longer, kind of just chatty, come along with me as I do things in my tiny little trailer to bring a little bit more peace and organization to my life. Let's get started. I'm going to bring in the box that I have my spring stuff in, and we're just going to start going through the closet. I don't know if we'll tackle the dressers today or not, because this might take a while in and of itself. I've got a pile of clothes over here that I need to go through. And yeah, let's just get into that closet and see what's going on. I really want to try to simplify my wardrobe this summer. I have lost some weight, and I know some of y'all have noticed. And I'll go into that in another video. Let me know if you want to know. I don't want to be a gatekeeper, but I also don't want to put stuff out there that I'm going to end up with a whole bunch of opinions on in the comments on this video, because I want to focus on the decluttering aspect and not my physical well-being. So that may be a video in the future. Let me know if you are interested in hearing my story. It is a healthy way. I have lost weight very healthfully in a normal time period, but it does mean that there's a bit of clothing in here that no longer fits me, but I'm not quite ready to give it up yet. So we're going to go through that whole process too. So let's get started and take a look in the closet. So I have a king size bed, and that makes it hard for the door won't actually open all the way for the closet. So it's kind of hard to get an angle where the camera can actually see into the closet. So I am just going to pull all of the clothing out of the closet and put it on the bed and start going through it that way. If you are new here, I am Christy, the Genx Gypsy, so welcome. And if this is the first video you are ever seeing of mine, it's very different than what I usually do. Let's just put it that way. But I do live in a 1970s trailer, so it's about 720 square feet. I basically am living very tiny. And I live this way because I also live about 5 houses away from the ocean on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. So I am willing to live in an old trailer in order to live in such a beautiful location. I'm very blessed to have this opportunity. So that is why I have such cramped quarters and why you see the lovely paneling up on the wall in here. Yes, very 1970s, but that's okay. I like it. It's very charming in its own way. So let's start pulling everything out of the closet, and then we will go through what we have, or what I have, I guess. So I've pulled out all of the jackets and the sweaters that I had up in here. I'm left to like my hanging shirts, and a lot of these are already some spring and summer type shirts. So I'm only going to pull out the ones that I am not sure about whether I'm going to keep, or if there are wintertime tops that I can go ahead and put away for the summer and spring. So one of the videos I was going to do a while ago was which long sleeve white top to get. And I never actually ended up doing that because other videos came up that I thought were better ideas. So I have ended up with a bunch of cream colored long sleeve tops. I absolutely don't need this many cream colored long sleeve tops. The one I am probably going to keep is this Unbound Merino top because it's lightweight, it's very versatile. It's merino wool, which is fabulous. So these other two I am probably going to give away. I think one of them is a universal thread and the other is a New Day. So I think both are from Target maybe, or one's from Walmart, one's from Target. Anyway, I think those are going to go in the giveaway pile. So one of the tops that I sort of have a question about that I'm not sure, I've shown this in a lot of videos that I use for doing the capsule wardrobes, and it's a useful top, but I think I want one that's more lightweight than this. This is a little on the heavier side, so I'll wear it for travel, but I don't really wear it at home a whole lot. I don't know. This is one that I have a lot of questions about because it is so functional and it really does make a great layering piece for travel, but I don't know. There's things about it that it's a little long, it's a little big, but I don't want to get rid of it until maybe I have a replacement for it. Ugh, this one's going to be a challenge. I'm going to have to think about this one. By the way, it is ironic that I am switching out for spring and summer and I'm wearing this very fuzzy, cozy pullover because it happens to be like 55 degrees out and I did not turn on my heat last night, so the trailer is pretty cold. It's like 65 degrees in here. It's chilly. There's a north wind blowing and it's keeping everything very, very chilly. I'm hoping we had a beautiful 75-degree weekend and it looks like this weekend's going to be pretty again. So I'm hoping that maybe we're on the last dregs of our chilly weather and I'm not going to regret putting away my winter stuff yet. I'll have enough stuff that I can layer on that I will be able to stay warm, but it is kind of funny that I'm all bundled up to switch out for summer and spring clothes today. Okay, I think that is everything out of that side. I do have a couple of boxes up here that have like winter scarves and snow pants and snow gear, stuff for traveling, and I have to decide if I'm going to put that out in the shed with my other clothes. I probably am. I'm not going to take it down quite yet, maybe in a little bit, maybe in a few minutes, but let's clear out the other side of the closet now. I have a tremendous amount of sweatshirts because I love hoodie sweatshirts in the wintertime. I don't feel like I wore them as much this year. I think because I've been getting so many cashmere sweaters from Quince. Not so many, but I have a handful of cashmere sweaters from Quince that I love wearing. And I've ended up wearing those more than I've ended up wearing the sweatshirts this winter. So I have to, but a lot of them have, you know, meaning to me, like from where I bought the sweatshirts or I got them from. So I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that too. They may just go in a box for me to make the decision later. You know, I love to procrastinate on having to make decisions about getting rid of stuff, but we'll pull them out and I'll save a few for the spring and summer, but I'm going to put most of them away. So like this is one of my favorite sweatshirts that I got on a trip with my mom. We did a road trip up to New England when my daughter graduated from college in Albany. She went to RPI and it was so cold. It was Mother's Day weekend in May, and we were up in Cape Cod, and we went out to Nantucket, and I had brought all like spring and summer clothes to wear because I thought it was going to be warm, and it was not. So I had to buy this sweatshirt, but so it has become one of my favorite sweatshirts, even though it was something that I kind of had to buy because it was so cold. I love it. The color is just beautiful. I wish that more of the national parks had sweatshirts that were like this, but it's really hard to find them. This is definitely one of my favorites for sure. I have another one of my national park sweatshirts that I love is from Zion too. This is a beautiful one. In fact, I've had people who are like, ooh, I'd love to have that sweatshirt, but this is not going anywhere anytime soon. And here is one from Peru. See, they're like little travel reminders. And of course I've got my Genx Gypsy sweatshirt, some Alaska, Hawaii, and Butter, my daughter's magazine. All great sweatshirts. I really don't think I have any I can get rid of. Oh, needs a little WD-40, right? This is a zipped up, like cropped sweatshirt. It does have pockets, but I've tried to wear it and I just do not like the way that it hits on my waist or lack thereof of my waist. I don't really love it. I love the color, but I end up never wearing it. So that is going to go away. This is another sweatshirt. I don't know why I ordered this color. This is so, I think I ordered it thinking it would coordinate with everything else, but I will say with going silver, having silver gray hair, it's more challenging to find colors that really work well, that don't fade you out because of the silver and gray hair. This is not a color that looks great with the silver gray hair. So it's not very flattering. Let's just put it that way. So this is going to go away. It's also one of those heavy kind of jersey, what do you call it? Scuba knit kind of materials. And I like the length of the sweatshirt. And I did get it from Amazon, so I might order another one in a color that I like better, that goes with more stuff, like a burgundy or a blue. But for now, this one is going to go away because I didn't wear this at all this winter, or maybe once or twice, just not very often. And then this is a sweatshirt I got at Walmart this year. And I wore it a few times, and this is a more flattering color. It does work on me. I might hold on to this because it is nice to have a little bit of a dressier sweatshirt. This is going to be, I'm going to have to think about that one. That goes with the denim shirt. We're going to think about that one. So this is another fuzzy pullover that's like this one. Both of these I got at Walmart for like $10. Not this past year, but the year before. I love these things. I do wear them quite often, and both colors, I like both colors. So those are staying for sure. It's a bag of bags. And then the last zip up hoodie that I have in here is one that I got from the Austin City Limits festival that I went to as part of my 50 before 50 celebrations that I did. This is not going anywhere either. At some point, I might need to get a quilt made out of my sweatshirts because when I don't wear them as much, maybe that is something to consider. You know how people have the quilts made out of the t-shirts? Maybe I will have something done with the sweatshirts. I'm not a talented enough seamstress to do something like that, but if any of you guys know somebody who does products like that you can send sweatshirts to, and then they'll make like a blanket or something out of it, that might be something that I consider in the future. But many of these I still wear quite often. And then this sweatshirt is a coordinating sweatshirt that goes with one of my pairs of lounge pants from Quince. And I do love this set. I like wearing the cream color. It's kind of feels very Diane Keaton-ish. Like you feel very upscale luxury when you can wear cream around and you're not worried about spilling coffee on it. At least that's how I feel anyway. Okay, so what else do we have in here that needs to be pulled out? I have all of these cardigans and then my merino wool zip-up hoodies. And I'm not sure I need all of these in the closet for spring and summer. I will probably keep a few like this open weave cardigan on the front. We'll go through that and see what we're going to keep in the closet or not. Got a bunch of plastic hangers in here that I don't know where they came from, but typically I use the velvet hangers. And I watched somebody the other day that said, try to get all your velvet hangers in the same color and it makes you feel like you have a higher end closet, but I don't think I'm going to go to that extreme. So now we've got pants. So I have my Duluth Trading like legging pants here, and I like both of these. I don't know if I'll keep those out for spring and summer, maybe, possibly. I don't wear them very often when I'm not traveling. They are used a lot more for traveling than I do at home. At home, I don't know if you can see, I'm wearing like these sweatpants from Quince. I wear these quite often. I have 3 pairs of them, and they're kind of my, when it's cold outside, that's what I put on, that and leggings and jeans. So the pants that are actually hanging up in the closet, don't really wear all that often. These burgundy pants that I got at Walmart this year that I wore all through the holiday season, absolutely love these. These are for sure staying, but they're going to go in the winter stuff. We will think about where the leggings are going to go. They may go back in the closet. I have these travel pants by Unbound Merino, and I know one of them is too big for me, so they sent me 2 sizes. When I first got it, the first one I got was too small. So I had them send me another pair, and at that time, the second pair fit me, but now that I've lost weight, the smaller pair now fits. So I think the larger pair is probably going to get given away because I don't need 2 pairs of the same pants, especially when one does not fit me. These are a pair of corduroys that I got from Quince almost 3 years ago, and I love these pants, but at this point, they are too big on me. So these are gonna go in the giveaway pile. I'm gonna probably get another pair of these though, in the right size, because I did wear these quite often. But they're for winter, so I'm probably not gonna get another pair until it gets closer to winter time. This is a pair of pants that I've gotten recently from Quince. I got these, and there's a matching jacket, scuba knit jacket, in that pile of jackets. Gosh, this door is driving me crazy. In that pile of jackets, I got the set to have in case I ended up going to something where I felt like I needed to wear more of a suit-like business attire. I also was considering doing a video, like a capsule wardrobe video. I did one on Jennifer Aniston style, and I was thinking about doing one on Reese Witherspoon's style. And I thought these pants and that jacket are very much like a Reese Witherspoon kind of style. So that video may still come out. I'm still thinking about that. That may be something I do in May. We're in April right now. Yeah, so that might be something I do in May. I'm holding on to these. They're brand new, and I haven't really had an opportunity to wear them yet. They fit really well. I like them a lot. They feel really comfy. So those are staying, and you may see them in a video soon. Let's see. And then I've got all of my black travel pants. So these are a pair of Unbound Merino leggings. These are a little big on me now too, so they're probably going to go in the giveaway pile. These are my well-loved and well-used black Old Navy linen pants. Unfortunately, they are too big for me now, and they were big for me when I purchased them because they didn't have the right size when I purchased them to begin with. So they've always been a little on the large side, so now they are really too big. So those are going to go in the giveaway pile. Don't worry, I have plenty of other linen pants to take their place. And then this is one of my pairs of, these are the Athleta, and I can't remember if these are the Brooklyn style or the other, but they're one of the travel pants. They're super lightweight, so I'm absolutely keeping these. They are a great all-around travel pant. Dresses. We have some dresses in here. This is a Quince dress that is very spring and summer, even though it's a burgundy color. I'm holding on to that. This was one of the dresses I got at Christmas time that I wore for a couple of events. And that's going to go in my winter pile because I don't foresee me wearing that this summer or spring. This is a dress that I got from Quince and I wore for that Jennifer Aniston video. And I like it. It's heavy. So it's going to get packed away with my winter stuff because it's too heavy for me to wear in the spring and summer. But I do like it, and I will probably wear it for other, holiday occasions next season. This is a dress I got for a flapper party that I went to, 3 or 4 years ago. I got it at Ross or TJ Maxx, probably Ross. And it's just fun. I like having it as an option because, I don't know, it's just fun to have something like this. It's going to go in the winter packing too. I'm going to hold on to it I didn't wear it this season, but who knows when I might wear it again. It's just fun. I could wear it as a Halloween costume, so that's another reason I hold on to it. I have my oh so favorite J. Crew flannel plaid dress. That is staying, but going into the winter packing. I have a silk skirt and a silk halter top from Quince that are very, very useful. So those are staying in my gear. I might go ahead and pack these away. Actually, I'll leave them out because I think I could still wear these spring and summer. They're very, very lightweight. And I have a few occasions. I have 3 weddings. I've talked about this before in another video. I have 3 weddings this year that I'm going to. And unfortunately, I have a memorial service that I will be attending sometime this summer as well. That is one of the reasons why I think I feel so compelled to do this clean out and to really work on simplifying my life and bringing more peace into my life. This week, one of my best friends from Oregon succumbed to her cancer. She passed away on Sunday, and she didn't have cancer very long. It was about a year after her diagnosis, and she was a fighter, one of the most beautiful, vibrant, joyful, giggly, happy, always up for anything personalities in this world. And the world has really lost a true treasure with her passing. And I think that when I am trying to process grief, I find myself really digging into things that will keep me active and busy so that I don't have time to really dwell on it. And I also find that I tend to move towards things that I feel like bring me some sense of control. I think a lot of us do that. I think that we feel when, there's so much stuff in the world, happening, we need to do the things that we feel that we have control over, and being able to clean out my closet and eliminate stuff from my life and clutter and things that I don't need anymore that are taking up space in my life and my head and my emotional state can go away. So yeah, that is part of the reason that I am doing this. Let me know if this is something that happens to you too, or unfortunately we are, those of us at Gen Xers are at that age that we are starting to experience a lot of loss of people that we love deeply, and processing that, we got to do it. I mean, you can't not process it. You can't bury the feelings. And I know that my friend would want to be celebrated and not have me be sad about her not being here anymore. But, I am sad. I loved her very much. She was an amazing person. And yeah. Anyway, okay, we're going to get back to this now. So this is another dress that I got for the holidays that is going to go into the winter box because that is not going to be worn during the spring and summer. The rest of the dresses in here, I am going to keep in here because they are all already my spring and summer dresses. Many of these I took to Puerto Rico with me, so that's why they're already out and not still in a box. A few I actually purchased in Puerto Rico, so those are going to stay. I will be wearing these. I love wearing sundresses in the summertime. So much fun. And they're an item that you can usually find in bright colors and bright patterns, which is really challenging to find in a lot of other things. It's very sad how boring and plain much of the clothing is these days, although there are some bright colors coming out this season. And now that everything is out on the bed, I'm going to go grab a couple of boxes and start sorting through all of the things and figuring out what is going to get put away for next year, what goes back in the closet, and what I am going to give away. Okay, so this is my bin of summer stuff that needs to be gone through and decide if I want to keep anything in here too, and then distribute it into the appropriate places in the closet. I am going to pull this stuff out and put it on the floor for now so I can load stuff into this container. And I've got another container out on the porch that I think I'm going to bring it in as well. So let me go grab that one, and then we will hopefully get things cleared off the bed in time for me to go to sleep tonight. Okay, here's the other bin. Whew, this is a big boy. I almost didn't make it down the hallway. It's my hallway's pretty narrow, and this thing, you have to go this way. I don't think it'll fit almost going this way. We are going to start with sweaters first, and then move our way around the bed. So, excuse me, gosh, still dealing with allergy stuff. I mean, luckily we had a big rainstorm that washed a lot of it away, and I got my bushes trimmed out front without getting too much of the pollen back into my lungs, but I am still got some phlegm back there that just doesn't want to go away. Yeah, and keeping these, this is one I think I got at TJ Maxx, or it's cute, but the color isn't really, again, great with the silver hair. So I think I'm going to say goodbye to this. I think I'm going to be pretty ruthless today because I have so much as a content creator and wanting to get items that I can show to you guys to make travel capsule wardrobes with. I end up with a lot of stuff that I don't really end up liking later on, although that sweater I've had for quite a while. But yeah, I think I'm going to be really ruthless. I want to, like I said at the beginning of this video, I just want to simplify and pare things down, but still have enough items to be able to be creative and have fun with my wardrobe, because I have, even as a young girl, I have always loved putting outfits and clothes together, and it's part of my creativity. It's part of how I like to express myself, and I don't want to take that away from me, but I also just want to have less stuff. It's definitely a conundrum. Hey, this is one of my cashmere sweaters, and I do really like this sweater. And you know, having a couple of black cashmere sweaters, those are classic, never going to go wrong. A nice, this is another one I think I got at TJ Maxx or Marshalls or somewhere like that. I love this color, and especially for Christmas time, so going to keep that. This is actually a spring summer sweater that I wear quite often. Oh, it's got like a dryer sheet in there. I am allergic to dryer sheets, so I'm not exactly sure how that got in there. Hopefully I won't have an allergic reaction next time I wear it, but this is going to stay for summer. Another very lightweight cashmere sweater. Actually, this is a sweater I wore a lot when we were traveling through the Nordic countries. I wear this quite often in the summer or in the winter time. A blue cashmere sweater, love that color. This I wore so much this winter, so absolutely holding on to that. This is something I picked up at Walmart this year, and I just did not end up wearing. It's a poncho sweater style thing. I just never could figure out how I wanted to wear it and how it would look good, and I think it's just not my kind of style, so that is going to go away. This is another thin sweater from Quince that I wear quite often, even though it's gray. The darker charcoal gray I feel like I can get away with the silver hair. This is a sweater, I think this is an Amazon sweater, and I got it because I love the color and I wanted to wear it for filming. Doing the videos and doing those face fronting videos, but it's so short that no matter what I wear, you always, if I lift my arms up, like a huge section of my belly shows. So as much as I love the color, yeah, that's gonna have to go away. I don't love showing my belly off in the wintertime, especially. This is a reversible, like sweatshirt kind of thing. Again, I wore this a lot in the Nordic countries. I didn't wear it much this winter. I do love the burgundy color. I'm going to hold on to this for next winter. I don't know. This is going to be decide next winter if I'm going to keep it or not. And then I have this oatmeal colored V-neck cashmere sweater. And I love the sweater, but I don't particularly love the color of it. Again, it's not a color that really does anything for me. So I think I'm actually going to give this one away and get another one that is maybe in a better color, more in my color range than this tan happens to be. And finally, I have a couple of red sweaters. This one I got this year from Quince, and I wore this quite a bit. Love this sweater, especially around the holiday season. It made a good sweater for filming in too because it was bright. I like to wear bright colors when I film because I feel like it just pops a little bit more on camera. And then lastly is this other red sweater. I got this at a thrift store in Japan. So it's kind of got that nostalgia feeling to it. But I also like the way that it's got this kind of cool design on the sleeves where it ruches up and you can tie a bow at the end of the sleeve. I really like this sweater and I actually wear it quite a bit, so I am going to hold on to that. These are the cardigans. I am definitely keeping that out because that is a summertime sweater. This is a lightweight cashmere cardigan. I think I'm going to leave that out as well. This is a heavier sweater. This is one I got from Walmart this year and I wore quite a bit again around the holiday season. And it goes with those velvet pants that I showed earlier. So I am keeping this, but it's a little too heavy to wear this time of year. This is one, this is a Quince sweater. It's like I think they call it a fisherman. It's a cotton. It is so heavy, like weight-wise. It's just so heavy. I want to wear this because I do like the navy blue color, but every time I go to wear it, I'll put it on and then I decide not to wear it. So this is going to go away as well. I just don't use it. So, you know, there's no reason to hold on to it. And for packing, whew, I mean, again, it would add so much weight to your suitcase. Okay, my merino wool hoodies, I'm absolutely keeping it. I'm going to leave those out because I do wear those quite often. I'll wear those in the morning on my way to yoga when it's still chilly in the morning like it is right now, because you want a little something over your yoga outfit. These next two, we're going to move on to jackets. So these next two jackets are two that I got. I was going to go to New York City for a YouTube thing last year, and I got both of these because I wasn't sure which one I wanted to take with me. I have not worn either of them. I've worn this one out somewhere and I can't remember where, but I really like both of them and they are definitely spring summery. I think they are great for wearing over dresses. So those are going to stay out. These vests I think are going to get packed away. No, I am going to pack them away. This Columbia vest, I have had this probably for 15 years. It's my favorite slimline, favorite hiking vest that I have ever owned. Love that thing. Not sure I'll ever get rid of it. This vest, I might actually leave this one out because this is the vest that I have shown where you can pack in all the different pockets and use it for like getting more stuff onto an airplane that might have a limit on how many bags that you can bring on. I'm going to leave that out. This is one that I got. It's a reversible vest. 10,000 feet, 10,000 something, 10,000. It's an inexpensive online store that some of you suggested when I was doing a parka review. And I just really haven't worn this that much. So I think that is going to go away. This is a vest I got this year that I thought would be fun, but I don't particularly love the color on me. And I ended up wearing it. I think I did a video that I wore it for an example, and then I never really wore it in real life. So that is going to go away. This is the jacket that goes with those pants that I showed you earlier. It's a scuba knit jacket with the mandarin collar, and I really do like this. Maybe one of these days I'll go somewhere professional where I need to wear a suit. I really like the whole outfit. I just need somewhere to wear it. And then I have this burgundy vest that I've had for a bit that I really like, and I do wear this quite often, especially when I'm going out for my walks in the winter time. And lastly, I have my jean jacket that I still wear quite a bit. So that is going to stay out because I think that is a good spring jacket to have. Okay, so I'm going to put those things, the hang up things, back in the closet real quick to clear off some space on the bed. Okay, so I'm putting all the jackets in here in the order from least likely to wear out to the most likely to wear. So I've already put the scuba knit jacket in there. I'm putting the 2 tan jackets in there, and then my jean jacket. We're still dealing, look at all this, it's still got some chaos going on over here, but that's the beauty of life, right? Is that you have this chaos and you just work through the chaos, and eventually everything feels better on the other side, right? You can deal with the chaos and then slowly bring it into a more peaceful alignment. We can hope anyway. It looks like I've already filled up my one bin over here. So that is going to go out in the hallway to be put away. I think I'm going to put all this stuff in the shed, which is another clean out thing that is going to be coming up soon in future videos, probably in the next month or so. We'll see how quickly I get all of these things done. I have so much decluttering that I want to do in the house, and I want to bring you along for most of that journey. And the shed will probably be the last, but these are going to go into the shed. So now we are going to fill up my other gigantic tub with some of these other items. Let's give you a different perspective. And we are going to start with the sweatshirts that we've already talked about why I'm not getting rid of any of these at this time. So we'll speed through getting these put away. I can see this getting heavy pretty quickly with all of my sweatshirts. I think I'm going to leave this one out because I might use that for filming on some of these cooler days. And let's see. So one of my Alaska sweatshirts. I think the other sweatshirt I'll leave out is my Zion sweatshirt because it's kind of a lightweight sweatshirt, just like my Hawaii sweatshirt is. Yeah, maybe those 3 will be my sweatshirts that I leave out. This one's pretty heavy, so I probably won't be wearing that much over the next several months. Okay, so we're going to leave those. So that is in. These were going to be given away. And so now we will work with these dresses. I don't have a place for hang up clothes for seasonal change outs because 720 square feet, you are extremely limited on your storage areas. I'm going to put the silk outfit back in the closet because I am going to hold on to that for this season. This can go in there. And I do feel like I own a lot of clothes for something that I tell everybody not to do, which is aspirational clothing, because my life here is super casual. As you can imagine, I work from home, so I can honestly be in sweats and tank tops and t-shirts most of the time, which is what I prefer to wear because I want to be comfortable. And I don't really, everywhere we go out here, it's rare that I need to get dressed up for anything. I mean, obviously, holiday season, I get dressed up, and I do like to have the sundresses to wear in the summertime, but they're very casual. Sundresses with flip-flops is an easy thing to throw on to go grab a drink or dinner somewhere. But I am in my house alone quite often. And I was listening to a podcast the other day. If you don't listen to Laugh Lines by the Holderness family, by Penn and Kim and Penn Holderness, it's a great podcast, especially for Gen Xers. And they had a lady on who actually is a professor at Duke who studies joy, or she writes about joy. And one of the things that she was saying is that the difference between joy and happiness is that happiness you can kind of create on your own, but joy comes from being surprised. And you have to put yourself out in situations in the world in order to experience joy. And I think that, there are times that I do that when I'm traveling and I'm out doing things in other places. I will do that a lot. But once I'm back home, I sort of become a homebody and a little bit of a recluse, to be honest. I will get in here and I will start working, and there'll be days that other than going to the grocery store, I might not see anybody, or, out on my walks, I might not see anybody else. So I do feel like this year, the next few months, I need to put myself out in more out there experiences. Like I need to maybe start going and working in a coffee shop, although there aren't a whole lot around here to go work at. But I could take my choice. There's like 2 or 3 that I could go and spend some time at, like each week, choose one to go to, and maybe start going and having dinner by myself somewhere once a week. I don't mind eating solo. That's not a big deal. It's more of trying to find the place that I want to go that has the food that I want to eat. And I think that I really do need to make that a priority, because I do feel like I'm spending too much time alone. I have great friends and I do spend time with the friends, but typically that's just weekend time. Enough of that sidetrack. This is another sundress that is going back into the closet. A lot of this stuff is probably going to go back into the closet. But that goes back to what clothing do I really need to have or keep? Like I have my travel clothing, kind of like these pants from Athleta that are definitely a pair of travel pants that I typically don't wear at home at all. And the things that I am going to actually wear around here, 80% of the time what I'm going to wear is going to be pretty limited and pretty casual. So how much do I really need to have, right? Okay, these are the linen pants that are too big, so they are going to go in the giveaway pile. Same with these. And as we discussed, these are too big, so they are going away. And these are, I think they're more of a fall winter pant. They're merino wool, and they're a little heavy to wear in the summer, spring, especially down here at the beach. These are my Duluth Trading leggings, and I am going to leave those out along with my suit pants that maybe one of these days I'll wear. We are going to give this sweatshirt away. I just feel like I've got enough long sleeve stuff to wear. I am going to hold on to my denim shirt for now. I'm going to put that back in the closet until I find something that I want to replace it. Once I find a replacement for it, then I will give it away. So that is going to go back in the closet. Oh, we've got the burgundy pants are going to get put away. Oh man, I love these so much. They were so fun to wear this winter. This is also another sweatshirt that's going to stay. This is probably could go in the sweater bin, actually. This is another merino wool sweater that I love. This was one I wore a lot, but it's a little too warm to wear that now. This is a quince top that unfortunately they only had for a limited time, but I really like this. But that's going to go back in the closet. I might wear that some as it's, on a day like today, that would be a good shirt to wear. This is another merino wool turtleneck that I absolutely love and wore all the time. This is a wrap shirt that I have worn quite a bit. I got it from Amazon, but it is long sleeve and I don't think that I'll be wearing it much until fall or winter again. This is a great little sweatshirt that I got from OGL. It has like a built-in bra tank top kind of thing underneath it. It's really comfy and I love this color. Definitely keeping this, but it's a little heavy to wear this time of year. And finally, I actually think I might put this back in the closet. This is the merino wool V-neck t-shirt or long sleeve t-shirt. So that's going to go back in the closet because who knows, I'm going to Oregon at least once this summer. I might end up having to go twice. And I'll need probably some cooler weather gear to take with me to Oregon because sometimes it could be 50 degrees in June and sometimes it could be 80 degrees in June. You just never know with Oregon. Okay, I'm going to put these into that sweater bin. Okie dokie. Let's put these things back into the closet. Oh, and I am going to, these 2 shirts we are going to give away. Okie dokie, let's put these back. We are on to the pile that was sitting on the bed before. So these are a pair of jeans that I wore yesterday. So I'm going to fold those up and put them back in my jean drawer because I don't really need to be wearing them right now. A scarf. These are all things from where I was filming yesterday, and I just kind of put things back, just laid them on my bed. And yes, because I have a king size bed, there are times that I leave things laying on the one side of the bed and sleep on the other side of the bed because, well, when you don't share a bed with somebody, you can do that. This is a great top that I got from Amazon this year, and I have been trying to figure out a travel capsule wardrobe to include this in. And the video that I just filmed, I thought I was going to be able to use it for that, but it didn't quite fit. So I think that Reese Witherspoon video that I talked about earlier, this would be a great top to use for a capsule wardrobe like that. But I love it. I wish it were just a little bit shorter, but it is a fun top. So I'm keeping that, obviously. I have these tank tops that you guys have seen for a while by Declutter. I wore them, I've had them for a couple of summers now, and I have 3 of them. I have this burgundy, I have a white, and I have a bright blue, which I think is down in that pile of stuff to put away. And these are staples for me in the summertime. They're so comfy. They are so flattering because they have the ruching along the side. Just love them. This is one of the dresses that I got from Amazon last year that I ended up wearing for my niece's engagement party. And I love this dress. That is going to get hung up in there with the dresses. This is a dress I got from Quince last year. I don't think they have this one anymore, but I've worn this quite a bit. I really like this. It's I love the orange as a pop of color. And then, let's see, I'm going to hang those up in here. This is a dress that I got 3 years ago, it's been now, for an event that I went to Mexico for. Love this dress. I'm actually going to wear this, I think, for the rehearsal dinner for my niece's wedding. And then this is the dress that I ended up getting for my niece to wear to my niece's wedding. It's going to be a garden theme. It's actually in a garden, but garden themed wedding. So those I'm actually going to hang up in my office when I have my roller thing, but my wardrobe hanger. Wow, what the hell is it called? My rolling rack back in my closet in my office. I'm going to hang those back in there. So I'm going to put these tops in here. Okay, so one of the things that I do when I am hanging stuff in the closet, and I hang my tops, by color. So they're color coordinated. But then I also do it from tank top to long sleeve. So I'll start with the tank top. Then I do, any other tank tops, short sleeves, and then work my way to the long sleeves in that color and then keep going through all the different colors. So that's kind of what I'm doing now, is rearranging these tops so that they are in the right sleeve style order. Is that too OCD? Is that too anal? I don't know. I don't mind. I'm not going to change now. And I like it. Makes it easier for me to find things when I'm looking for them. So we are now at our short sleeve. So we're going to put that there. And then if I have something like this, that's like a multi-color item, and it's between color, I think I'm actually going to put that at the front of between my cream colors and my red burgundies, because I feel like that's where it fits the best. Okay. Now, these are some items that I just picked up at TJ Maxx, and they were kind of impulse buys. I was looking for something to wear to my niece's bridal shower, and I ended up just wearing something I already had, especially because it was a cold day that day too. But I did get this little cropped sweater. I don't love the tie in the front. I feel like that's a little too cutesy for me. So I might cut that off. But I like the idea of having this as like a little shrug type thing to wear over my sundresses. So I am going to add that in here to my cardigans. These 2 dresses were ones that I picked up because I thought I might wear them to my niece's bridal shower. But I don't I don't really love the way they fit or look. So I think I'm going to take these back to TJ Maxx. Neither one of them were very, actually, I think I got them at Ross. Let's see. Yeah, they're at Ross. Neither one was very expensive. One was $14 and one was $15. And I just ultimately don't like the way that they look on. They're a little too cutesy, which I don't mind cutesy necessarily, but they were, yeah, just a little too Fraulein feeling for me. So I think I can take those back to Ross and get my $30 back. The last thing I have in this pile of stuff is, well, I guess the last two things. I have this little leather skirt that I got around, I thought it might be something that I would wear to Christmas parties. It's cute, and it fits pretty well. I never ended up wearing it, but I am going to go ahead and put it with my other dressy stuff, winter dressy stuff, because I might end up wearing it. In fact, it's still got the tag on in there, but I might end up wearing it next fall or Christmas. It's fun. Yeah, I don't think you could ever go wrong having a leather skirt in your closet. These are my other Athleta travel pants, and I wore these for a video, I think of filming the video yesterday, and they are relatively clean. They're going to go back into the closet. And then this is just another bralette, random stuff. And we'll pull up the other summer stuff that I have. And then we'll take a look at shoes and go through the shoes real quick, and then we'll be done, I think, for today. There we go. This is a t-shirt that I got from Old Navy last year. I don't, again, the color's not a great color for me. Love the sentiment. Bonjour. Not going to keep that. This is one of my Amazon built-in bra tank tops. I love this. That is staying. Here's the bright blue tank top that I was talking about, the Dakota tank top. This is a dress that I got. I think this is an Athleta. Yeah, this is an Athleta dress that I got last year, and I wore to a couple of things. It's fun. I did have somebody ask, I went to a birthday party and I wore this dress, and I had somebody ask me if I had thought that it was a toga party because it looked like I was wearing a sheet. So I don't know. I do like the dress. I'm going to hold on to it for this summer and see how much I wear it. The white looks okay. If I have a tan, the white is pretty good. Once I start getting a little more washed out, the white doesn't look quite so good on me. This is a merino wool t-shirt that I got, and I wore this quite a bit on the South African safari. I will hold on to this. I don't know how much I'm going to wear it this summer. I might take it to Oregon with me. Again, it's not really a color that is one of my better colors, so I'm going to hold on to it again for this year and just see. This is one of form-fitted like tennis dress that I got from Quince last year. I think that I just don't particularly, I've tried wearing these form-fitted dresses. I don't particularly love them. And I think this one is, oh, it might be a little dirty. Well, I'm going to wash it and then give it away because it's not something I think I'm going to wear a whole lot of. Let me put some of these things in here before I get too far down the way. I should be hanging as I'm talking. So we'll put this t-shirt in here. We'll see if it gets worn or not. Oh my God, that creaky door is gonna drive me bananas. I've already WD'd it, I don't know, not that long ago, I feel like. I don't know how it gets so squeaky so fast, but it did. I'm excited about weather being warm enough to wear this. I love red and blue and burgundy and blue. Give me the bright colors. So one of the things that is really challenging about this closet is the fact that it doesn't really have a curtain or a rod. It's just got these little like hanging, you know, the shelves with the gaps. And it's such a pain to like have to like get the hanger in between two of the gaps instead of being, and you can't push the clothes from side to side. If I end up purchasing this trailer and property, which I hope actually can happen, I will definitely be replacing doing some major closet reorganization. In fact, I may try to figure out a way to build a bigger closet or even add on a little bit to the trailer so that I have a little more storage room. This is one of the dresses I got last year from the Amazon try-on that's got these cute little pockets in the front. I actually wore this quite a bit last summer. I loved it. It's a great, just casual, want to wear something loose and comfortable kind of day. This is something I will wear when I'm at home working. I'm not filming, I'm just working and hanging out. This is absolutely something that I will wear in the summertime because it's just so comfy. This is a top that I've had for quite a while. I've probably had this for 4 or 5 years. It's just a dressy little flowy tank top. And there's so many uses for this. This is something I got at TJ Maxx. One of my favorites. So that is staying. I love items that you can keep for years and get and it never this just never really goes out of style, this kind of flowy looking style. And the print is a nice print. You can't find things in print, so I hate to give away anything that does have a print on it. So I really, really like this top. I got 3 of these tops from OGL last year. They're the tank tops with the built-in bra. This is kind of like a light mint green, but I have one that's sort of a cream color that's so close to the same color that I don't feel like I need 2 of these. So I think I'm going to give this one away. I wore it a bit last year, but I wore the gray one and the cream one probably more than I wore this one. I just don't need 3 of the same top, I don't think. This is a dress that I got a couple of years ago. It's kind of like a bathing suit cover-up or a nighttime. It's kind of backless. It's fun, great color. Definitely keeping this. A little bit of a Roman feel to it. I could have worn that for the toga party. The toga party that wasn't a toga party. These are a few new things I've gotten. Well, this is another old thing. So this is, oh no, this is a new thing. So this is a top that I just got, and I'm going to be doing a video. Well, I need to try it out. I saw a video, I think it's a YouTube short. Maybe it's a long one. Anyway, I saw a lady who was talking about, she had like 9 different ways that you could wear a shirt like this. It's one of these stretchy boat neck shirts. So I need to find that video and I need to test this out. And then if it works, I will be doing a video for you guys showing how to do that. So that is a shirt that's actually going to go into the office because that's a shirt for doing a video. This is the same. I just got this. There's another video idea that this is going to be showing up on soon. Clearly, I've been in a red mood, buying lots of red stuff. This is a red tank top that I got, I think this is a Target, and I took this to Japan. I've taken this on quite a few trips because, again, I like the red. I feel like this style is feeling a little dated to me. So I think I'm going to give this away because I've got 3 other red tank tops. And that I just feel like the style is a little too big and a little dated. This is a fun jumpsuit romper thing that I got 2 years ago that I really like a lot. In fact, I might get this in a different color because it's a really fun transitional season item to wear. And you can dress it up or dress it down. Love it. In fact, this might go, I'm going on a little girls trip this weekend, and this might go with me on that girls trip. I'm really looking forward to spending some time with my girlfriends. These are a pair of jeans, like chambray type jeans that I got last year for a video from, I think, LL Bean. Might have been Land's End. Well, here we go. LL Bean. They're LL Bean. They're a little short through the crotch for me. So I wanted to wear them the other night and I put them on with something and I didn't quite like the way they looked, but I think I'm going to hold on to them and just give them another try a few times. If I find that I just keep taking them off and not wearing them because I don't like the way they feel, then I will ultimately give them away. They'll go in my jeans drawer. This is another fun dress that I got last year that I used as a cover-up. I really love this dress. This is a fun dress. It's a great bathing suit cover-up. It's one of those great transition dresses. Like, it makes a great cover-up, but it's also really fun to wear out to dinner too. I just ordered some stuff from a company called Pink Lily. And they have a skirt that is in my upcoming, well, it might already be out by the time this video comes out, but my capsule wardrobe, my spring capsule wardrobe, I got a skirt from them. And in order to get free shipping, I went ahead and ordered a couple of more items. One of them is this cute little cover up. Love, this is a very, very popular color this summer. And I loved the print on this. You know how I love anything with a print. And then I also got this little tank top with the little ruffle here at the bottom. I have tried this on. It's going to be an interesting, I'm going to have to find the right pair of shorts or skirt to wear with this. It might show a little more belly than I want it to show. We're going to see. I'm going to give it a try. That's something that I'll be trying out. And then this is another little tank top that I got from Old Navy a couple of weeks ago. Again, loving the color. This color is just so prevalent and I'm so happy. I'm going to buy probably as much stuff in this color. Well, no, I'm trying to buy less. But as I see things that I like the style of, that I can make sense for me to replace other things in my wardrobe with, then I might be buying more stuff in this color. When the colors come out that you really like, you've got to take that opportunity to get those items. Like this past fall and winter when burgundy was such a big color, I tried to get as much burgundy stuff as I could because I love burgundy, and there are some years that you cannot find anything burgundy, and there are some years you can't find anything in this color blue. So you got to take advantage when you can and then hold on to those items through the eras when you can't find those things. All right, let's put the rest of this stuff away and then look at our shoes situation. Okay, time for the last part of today's closet cleanup, which is shoes. And honestly, I did a pretty big shoe cleanup in the fall when I switched clothes out. So I don't know that I'm going to have a whole lot of shoes that I need to get rid of, probably just quite a few to pack away. My one pair of winter shoes that I think are still on my in my front area where I keep my shoe rack, where I keep the shoes that I wear the majority of the time are up there. And I have my Sorel Chelsea boots are up there. And I'm pretty sure I'm over wearing the Sorel Chelsea boots for the season. I don't think they'll come out again until September. So we're going to put those in here, and then we're going to take a look at what I have in here that I might get rid of, or that just need to be put in the bin and wear for next year. And I know first off, I've got these Sorel winter booties that I definitely am not going to be wearing those anytime soon. I have these Taos like high tops. These are actually kind of fun in the spring and summertime, so I think I'll keep those out. In fact, I might put those up on the front rack. I have these little brown tennis shoes that I got from Amazon last year, and they are really comfortable, and I have worn them. They look good with my little brown jeans, but I don't know that I'll wear them a lot this spring and summer, so I think I'm going to put those away. A pair of shoes that I got to test out for a video. They're the Vionic loafers, and they are really comfy. I just don't wear this style of shoe very often. I don't know, it's just not something that I gravitate towards for my style. I think I'm going to keep them though, just in case. They might look cute if I end up wearing that outfit, that the scuba knit blazer and pants. These might look really good with that. So I think I'm going to hold on to them for a bit. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Everything else, oh, I wonder where my other one of these. I do wear these quite often, not at home, but for travel. So I like to keep these out. I don't know where the other one is though. I think it fell, oh, here it is. Oh, it fell back behind here. Okay, those I have. Oh, these might be the one pair of shoes that I think I might give away. They are incredibly comfortable, but I just don't wear loafers. So I think if I'm going to keep a pair of loafers, I'm going to keep the Vionic loafers. These are the Quince driving loafers, and they are comfortable, but I don't wear them. So I think they're going to go away. I don't even think I'm going to pack them away for the winter. Let's see, what else do I have in here? I have these cute little ballet flats that my mom actually got, and then I ended up inheriting from her when I had my foot surgery and I needed to have a flat shoe to wear around at Christmas parties. These were actually really, really comfortable, and I ended up wearing these quite a bit. And I might, you never know, I might wear them again. They've got like good support inside of them, and they have the nice little pads around the heel. They were really, really comfy. So I'm gonna hold on to those. I've got my Vionic wedges, which I wear quite a bit in the summertime, so keeping those out. I have my Dansko, my Dansko clog shoes. I do wear these, I mean, not a lot, but when I go out, I like to wear, these are a good option to have. I like wearing these with my longer jeans. These, oh, my hair is probably crazy. These are a pair of shoes I got when I thought I would be dressing up for Christmas time, and I didn't get to wear them because of the foot surgery, but I think I might actually wear these to my niece's wedding. They will look really good with that long dress. So definitely, these are surprisingly extremely comfortable, even though they are really tall. And I have two pairs of heels. I've had these for 8 or 9 years. Love them, and you can never go wrong with a nude pair of heels. I also have these that I've probably had for 15 years. These are little Ankline heels. Another solid classic pair of heels that I don't think I will ever give these away. Super comfy. And, oh, one pair, let's see, what's in here? These I wore in Puerto Rico for hiking. They're Tevas. I thought I was going to die. They were so muddy. They could not get a grip, even though they theoretically have pretty good traction on the bottom of them. They were so slippy and slidey. I am definitely giving these away. They just don't love them. They were too long in the toes, and I kept feeling like I was tripping over. And let's see what is in here. These were the comparison shoes that I got to compare to the Vionics. They're a Project Cloud loafer, very, very similar to the Vionics. And I got them just as a comparison review, and I don't need two pairs of these. Definitely keeping the Vionics over. Although these were pretty comfortable, the Vionics were better. So those are going to go away. I don't need those cluttering up my space. We have 3 pairs of shoes that we are giving away. The rest of them are going to stay. And I did clean out, well, we'll put those back in the closet. I did clean out my sandals before I put them away this year. I've been using my rubber Birkenstocks. I can't remember, EVC, EPA, whatever the acronym is for the plastic that the Birkenstocks are made out of. I've been wearing those so much that I think I'm going to finally let go of my leather Birkenstocks. I did not wear these hardly at all last year. I ended up wearing the rubber ones so much more. They're so much more lightweight. These are very comfy, don't get me wrong, but I don't really need 2 pairs of black Birkenstocks. So those we're going to say, I love you, you brought me joy, and you're going to go away. I have these Chaco sandals that I've had for probably 7 years. These went all over Japan with me. They do not make this style anymore. I wish they did because they are incredibly comfortable. I probably will never get rid of these because I can't find a replacement for them. These are my gold alakais, and they're just fun to wear. I love having a gold pair of sandals to wear. These are my fit flops that I wore all through Portugal, and I'm holding on to those. They are a little orthopedic looking, but they were oh so comfortable. And they look better on with clothes than they do when you're holding them up in your hand. These are some Burke dupes that I got. They're cushioniers that I got from Amazon, and I wore these a ton last summer. The other pair I'm probably going to get rid of because I have a black pair of these Plaka sandals, and these are just a little bit too big on my foot, this turquoise color, and I don't really have a whole lot to wear with this turquoise color, so I think those are going to go away as well. And that is it. With the only 3 pairs of shoes that I'm putting away for winter, I don't think I'm going to use this bin for that. Between my rack in here and the rack out there, I'm going to put my shoes away, and that is going to be it. Well, that brings us to the conclusion of this very long closet clean out video. Thank you for joining me today as I start this journey of simplification. I hope that there were some helpful nuggets that you found along the way, because I do want this to be a shared experience. I will be posting more videos along this vein. There'll be decluttering videos. There's going to be some like menu planning, some morning routine videos, just a whole bunch of stuff that I'm doing to incorporate changes in my life to find maybe some more peace and contentment. And I hope that you want to join along as well. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel before, go ahead and hit that subscription button, because you're probably not going to see these videos on your homepage unless you are subscribed to me. And I hope that your life is filled with joy and love. See you soon.